Hey, what's up everyone? You're here with Goran from Pickdawgz and you are here for your best soccer bets for Wednesday, April 26th. We got quite the eventful day, guys, ahead of us on Wednesday. We have a big EPL day with some very good matchups, and of course, that game of the day, as we could call it, between Manchester City and Arsenal. The game that could potentially decide the title winner this season in the EPL. The pick for that game you can find in this separate video. And of course, in this one, you can find the picks for all the other games from the EPL, a few games from LaLiga, and of course, that second leg of the semi-final matchup in Coppa Italia between Inter and Juventus. We do have a lot more free picks up on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel, so make sure you go there, check that out, guys. Subscribe, and of course, hit that like button. Let's get this show on the road. The first game we have to talk about is between Nottingham Forest and Brighton. And Nottingham Forest is officially in the relegation zone right now. They are in the, I believe, 19th place, but still they can salvage this season. They could get out of the relegation zone. But given the form they were in and the fact that they haven't won any of their last 11 games, I'm not sure what can we expect from this team. As far as Brighton goes, after getting knocked out of the FA Cup after a penalty shootout against Manchester United, now it's time for them to focus on the EPL and qualifying for Europe, which they are very close to. They are 4 points away from the Conference League and 5 points away from the Europa League, but they need to get back on the winning track. Luckily for them, they are playing against this Nottingham Forest team, the team that is not doing much, and for that reason, guys, I'm taking Brighton to win and over 1.5 goals. It's minus 143. I think the price is good enough to take, and I think that this is going to be the game where Brighton goes back on the winning track and starts competing for that European spot in the EPL. The second game we have between Chelsea and Brentford, guys, and I'm keeping this one fairly simple. Neither side has won a game in a while, and that's extremely disappointing for Chelsea. They haven't won any of their last 7 games. Brentford hasn't won any of their last 7 games. But in the head-to-head matchups, Chelsea has been more successful team, and overall, I think that they do have more quality and more depth. But they haven't been showing anything this season that would make me put my money on this Chelsea team, especially right now. Like I said, I'm keeping this one simple, guys. I'm going with both teams to score. It's minus 103. Expecting a clean sheet from either of these two sides is a mission impossible right now, and that's why I decided to go with both teams to score. The third game of the EPL, guys, that we have to talk about is going to be between West Ham and Liverpool, and I think this is going to be quite the entertaining matchup because West Ham hasn't lost any of their last 5 games. They are on a 2-game winning streak. They have qualified for the Conference League semi-finals. They have beaten Bournemouth 4-0 on the road this past weekend, and their form has been quite impressive. They are playing really well, they are healthy, and they are quite effective in that attacking end. Liverpool hasn't lost any of their last 4 games. They are also on a 2-game winning streak, and they have scored 9 goals during that 2-game winning streak. However, they have been conceding goals consistently. They have conceded at least a goal in each of their last 3 games, and their defense is far from solid. They are making mistakes. They look sloppy sometimes on that defensive end, but luckily for them, they do have a lot of offense. So in this game, guys, I'm going with both teams to score an over 2.5. It's minus 108. I think that if the books wouldn't believe that this could go with both teams to score an over 2.5, the price would be like plus 110 or something like that. But seeing it at minus 108 just kind of reaffirmed my thoughts about this game, and I think this is going to be a great matchup. So West Ham against Liverpool, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Now we are shifting to La Liga, guys, and the first match we have to talk about is between Atletico Madrid and Mallorca. Atletico Madrid is the favorites here, and as they should be. I think that they are the better team. However, they haven't beaten Mallorca in their last 2 games, and they are coming off of a loss against Barcelona. But since Real Madrid got embarrassed the other day against Girona on the road, this is a chance for Atletico Madrid to get really close to them and potentially over the next couple of weeks take over that second place, which is something they definitely want. Mallorca is in good form right now. They have lost only one of their last 6 games. They're playing well, they're scoring goals, and they could potentially be a threat to Atletico Madrid here. But what I saw from Atletico Madrid in that game against Barcelona is really encouraging me that they are playing pretty solid offensive football right now. They are quite attractive in that attacking end. They are creating enough chances. And for that reason, I'm going to take Atletico Madrid over 4.5 shots on target. It's minus 159. Mallorca is not the best defensive team in the league, and I think that Atletico at home will create a decent amount of chances, and I think that they will get those 5 shots on target that we need to win this pick. For our next game in LaLiga, guys, we have Celta Vigo hosting Elche, and the season is pretty much over for Elche. They are at the bottom of the table. They will be staying at the bottom of the table, while Celta Vigo had some aspirations to get to Europe, and they were playing outstanding football for a while there. They were on a nice streak. They did a good job on both ends, but now they are on a 2-game losing streak, and they haven't won any of their last 4 games. Now, on top of that, Celta Vigo hasn't scored in any of their last 2 games. That's something they simply have to change that in this game. Elche is a horrible, horrible defensive team. They have conceded 61 goals so far this season, and Celta Vigo has to take advantage of that. I think that they will definitely get a win here. They are huge favorites, which means that we have to dig deep for value. And I found it in the goal prop, in the player prop, sorry. And I'm taking Iago Aspas to have at least 2 shots on target for Celta Vigo. That is coming at plus 133. I think that he's due for a breakout performance, and the entire Celta Vigo team is due for a nice performance on both ends. So I'm taking Aspas to have over 1.5 shots on target. In the next matchup in La Liga, guys, we have Rayo Vallecano playing against Barcelona, and I'm keeping this one simple as well. Barcelona has kept their 22nd clean sheet this season against Atletico Madrid. They have won that game 1-0. It could have been higher if Lewandowski used the chance he had, if Rafinha had scored a goal from those couple of chances he had. And this team is not scoring a lot of goals this season. I think it will stay that way until the end of the season, but they might be getting the Bella back for this game, and we know that in that game against Atletico Madrid, Pedri got back, and the entire, I don't know, like philosophy of that team has changed a bit, and I think that with him in the lineup, this team is gonna improve until the end of the season, and they're gonna become a lot better than they have been without him. So. The price on Barcelona is minus 132 right now, and like I said, I'm gonna keep it simple, and that's what I'm going with. I'm taking Barcelona on the money line, guys. Busquets is suspended, but that doesn't matter because Barcelona has a lot of great midfielders, and I think this is gonna be a great chance for Gavi, De Jong, and Pedri to once again be in the starting lineup together and have that a dominant game against Rayo Vallecano. So I'm taking Barcelona on the money line, guys. And the last game of this video, guys, is going to be between Inter and Juventus. The second leg of this Coppa Italia semi-finals, and the first one was quite the eventful one. We've seen, 3 red cards, we've seen a bunch of yellow cards, we've seen a 1-1 score with a penalty shot in the last minute of the game when Lukaku scored for 1-1. And now both sides are kind of struggling still, especially Juventus, who hasn't won any of their last 3 games. But this is the semi-finals of Coppa Italia. This is potentially a chance for either of these 2 teams to win a trophy, and I think they will go for it. I think we can expect another eventful game with a decent amount of chances, another game with a lot of fouls and cards, and I think it's going to be classic Derby d'Italia between these 2 teams once again. So instead of choosing a side, instead of going with goals, why not give it a shot with cards? And over 5.5 cards is at plus 118. If you ask me, that's an outstanding price. Some players have suspended, of course, because of the red cards, and a bunch of other players are definitely going to be stepping it up in this game. And I think we see another great match where I don't think that we're gonna see a lot of goals, but definitely 1-1 score is quite likely to happen if you ask me. And with that, I also think that we are gonna see a lot of cards in this one, and for that reason I'm going with over 5.5 cards at plus 118. That's it everyone, thank you for joining me here once again. Thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. Feel free to check out the rest of them. Of course, that separate video for Manchester City against Arsenal as well. And of course, check out that free parlay of the day video up on the Pickdawgz YouTube channel. And if you want my best bets, simply click the link in the description of this video and see if you like anything and sign up. That's it guys. Have a great Wednesday. Good luck with your bets, and I'll see you soon with more free picks.